NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
50-yard line.
Down carry for Henry. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A toss right to Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry for Nick Chubb. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Taken down at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And this one is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Mayfield with it once more. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Play fake, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start with a give to Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
he was
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Browns' drive about to get started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
2nd down and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
For the Browns.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. He completes it to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Browns will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First and goal at the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Browns 0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mayfield off the play fake. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
I know one. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
On first down, it's Henry. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Number 22.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Again, it's Henry. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And got his man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's complete. Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Number 81.
Austin Hooper, 26 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Cut. Check, 93's the mic, 93's.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards. 1st down, Tennessee.
That's another Titans 1st down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. He don't know no.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Titans.
But he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10. At their own 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
At the 29-yard line.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Browns first down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Cleveland.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go down at the 28.
Fields pass. Complete to Kareem Hunt. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Browns.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And the Browns first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
25-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
He's brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check, 93's the mic.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, You're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, isn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting strong.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 75 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Adrian Amos on the tackle.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Carson, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tyler Irvin back deep. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And Adams has it complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Set the tone, defense.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Nothing.
6 yards left on second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Three down. Three down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Packers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball. You
got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
For Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something they've got to be careful.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey able to get in there and drop him behind the line. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of
2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st down, Seattle.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Complete to Chris Carson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen.
Wilson.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
To throw again, Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
It's caught here by Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
26-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams as the 1st half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Packers 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary. Playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Seattle. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Airing it out for Olsen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. Second and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Back at the 46.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive in the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a gain of 7. First down, Green Bay. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Lewis. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there. Yeah,
I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And 5.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. The ball comes out. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Let's just be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try.
For the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Again, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And he's got it up and through.
The score, Packers 30, Seahawks 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Carson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So it's all over. A green